Women and girls in many sub-Saharan Africa setup are the ones charged with the responsibility of fetching water, which is a very vital right of life. They are forced to walk kilometers from their homes. They face challenges which put their lives and rights in danger and deprive them time for other chores, employment and schooling. Welcome to this podcast highlighting on possible water solutions for women and girls if the sustainable goal regarding water is to be met by year 2030. Welcome, I'm Lina Momachi. A vivid example is women in Kamtonga village, which is 48 kilometers away from Voi town in Taita Taveta County, Kenya, who are faced with embarrassing challenges like rape and early marriages because of water challenge, whereby most opt to run away from home and get married to escape nightmares that come along with water search and biting effects of climate change, e.g. poverty.
Nilikutana na mmoja.
I was with my friends when we met a man. We were all carrying water. My friends ran away and left me all by myself. He dragged me into the sisal plantation and raped me.
Akanirepu.
A story of Mwikali, not her real name, shy and naive as she narrates the ordeal she encountered while searching for water more than 10 kilometers away from their home. As a young girl aged 13 years then, in the company of her friends, they met a man on their way home carrying jerrycans of water when this stranger picked on her alone and stopped her and pulled her inside the sisal plantation while the other girls ran away, as she narrates.
Wakati hapo wa miaka 82, 84 kulikuwa na shida.
1982 and 1984, there was water scarcity. We as girls were accustomed to many problems related to water scarcity. We used to meet men who will stop us on the way and rape us. Myself, I met a man. While we were walking home from fetching water, he asked me to stop, and when my friends saw that, they all ran. This man dragged me into the plantation and raped me severely. And due to the distance we covered, it was difficult to rush home and report them.
Sasa kutoka hapo uje ufike nyumbani ni muda mrefu kuja kuambia wazazi.
Mwikali, now 49 years and a mother of 4, says marriage wasn't an option then, but water scarcity, poverty levels and being accustomed to rape time to time pushed her to prefer marriage at the age of 13 years to avert all the troubles.
Changamoto ya maji ilisababisha mimi nikatoka nyumbani, nikaenda nikaoleka.
Water challenge forced me to elope from home and got married at 13 years old. At least with me being married, my husband will not allow me to go look for water. He will do it instead. And this helped me stay in my marriage. Otherwise, I will not have thought about marriage. I will continue my education. Maybe today, I would have been a teacher or a doctor.
Kazi kwa serikali. Lakini kwa sababu ya hiyo, si kupata hiyo nafasi.
Just as any other girl, she less expected to encounter the horrific and cruel occurrence, as well as her mother deciding to keep mum on the issue.
Nilipopatwa na hayo masaibu ya kukutana na watu wanakubaka huko.
After I severally encountered instances of rape, I shared with my mom, but to my shock, she took no action to follow up on the matter. She didn't even try to act completely.
Wakuchukua hilo jambo, iliishia hivyo.
According to Mwikali, the situation has a bit improved and lessened the hurdle of trekking kilometers away to search for the precious commodity.
Nikitafakari nyuma huwa nahukumika sana kwa sababu sasa mimi pia niko na watoto.
When I look back, I feel guilty because I also have girls and I got married at a tender age of 13 years because we had beating water issues. But now it's a bit easy and we have boreholes nearby, so we get water close and it's now densely populated.
Kumekuwa watu wengi. Wakati huu kulikuwa hakuna watu wengi.
Girls and women in sub-Saharan regions are tasked with the burden of searching for water, which is a vital need for every human being, which place them in danger, deny them education and spaces to work. Eunice Matabu, a chair lady of Sauti ya Wanawake in Taita Taveta, cites that women and girls are susceptible to dangerous and heinous acts on a daily basis, saying there is need for a long-term solution. Matabu adds that discrimination, sexual harassment and rape have also been escalated by climate change effects. The director in charge of youth, sports, gender, culture and social services, Wallace Muluma, looks at the issue in the lenses of hope, saying through measures put in place by the ministry and county government, saying there will be end of long-term menace by the year 2030.
Itakuwa imereduce kwa kiwango kikubwa ile kuchota maji na kutembea.
It will reduce by large. Long walks in search of water are attributed to many abuse and rape cases. You see, areas like Manoa, Kamtonga and Kishushe, water is scarce, but our county government has put plans in place which hopefully by 2030 we will attain the water sustainable goal in Taita Taveta.
Tutakuwa tumepiga hatua kubwa sana ya kusambaza maji hapa Taita Taveta.
Echoing Wallace's sentiments, Cabinet Secretary in Gender, Youth and Culture, Docket Shadrack Mutungi, insists that measures put in place will bring to an end water problems in the county, a reprieve for girls and women.
The governor and the department ya maji, they are now moving out kutafuta.
The county government and water department has strategies to bring water close by in partnership with other financiers. This means very soon we will end the water scarcity menace and our girls and mothers will not experience discriminative abuses like rape, and GBV will end.
To GBV, rape na mimba za mapema na vitu kama hizo.
Mutungi has assured that SDG number 6 goal on clean, available water and sanitation will be attained by 2030 as projected by United Nations on SDGs.
I am very hopeful kufikia hiyo
We can, because measures that the governor has initiated and the speed he has geared towards ending water issues, I am positive we will reach the goal by 2030.
mingi niko na uhakika tutaweza kufikia.
Meanwhile, Mwikali says as much as water issues has improved slightly, urges the government to put in place strong and lasting tangible measures to safeguard girl child, boy child and women, as well as making the commodity available and within close reach.
Kwa saa hii viongozi walio katika viti.
At the moment, it's essential for leaders to tackle the water scarcity issue because in doing so, cases of rape and abuses will stop and girls and boys will continue with education when water is available.
Ndio waendeleze masomo yao ili wainue jamii zao.
According to a consultant, Water and Climate Change East Africa, Simon Thua, there is dire need for sensitization on different alternative ways of investing in resourceful and adaptive water harvesting means for women and girls. Thua adds that there is also greater need by government to harness water harvesting as well as strategizing on capturing all rundown that occur during rain season for use during dry spells.
Sababu wako na avocado, wako na napier grass, wako na these drought tolerant grasses, wako na horticultural products. Kwa hivyo we transform from poverty or a situation of always being in need to where they have enough income to purchase what they require and they have surplus.
His words are reverberated by Professor of Climate Change and Water Issues in East Africa, Bubakar Bari, who stresses the need of incorporating women in negotiations, dialogues and decision-making on matters regarding water and development, since they bear first degree of effects that come along with water scarcity.
Sub-Saharan Africa, women are the ones really in charge of fetching water and bringing water. Mainly girls, young girls. That's the reason why many don't go even to school, because they have to bring water. What can be done is when we do projects, we account for gender. How can we also to look at women difficulties? How can it be solved through the project we have? We need to think about really getting water to the people where they need it.
Water scientist experts say if water, sanitation and hygiene is not tackled robustly, more so now where water has really been affected by climate change, women and girls will continue to suffer the consequences from discrimination, bias and rape, hence stagnating them from access to education, employment and leadership. Experts add that water issues need to be looked at in a gender lens by ensuring policies and plans being formulated reflect the needs of girls and women by involving them in decision-making tables for better leadership, therefore serving as a simple solution to the problem. United Nations in charge of water issues cites that if women and girls are placed at the forefront in decision-making and formulation of policies, will enable Sustainable Development Goal number 6 on water issues being attained by the year 2030. That way, to inform other agendas and ensure they are met, including reducing poverty levels, good health services, good education, and quality employment. If water, sanitation and hygiene services are not properly managed, more so now where water is hugely impacted by climate change, women will continue to be more vulnerable to abuse, attacks, ill health and discrimination, thus affecting their ability to study, work and live in dignity. This podcast has been prepared, produced and narrated by Lina Momachi, Taita Taveta County, Kenya.